Camilla's worst nightmare began when two of Princess Diana's most treasured heirlooms, her pearl choker, gifted by the Spencer family for her 18th birthday in 1981, and the rare Qatar pearl earrings, a diplomatic gift from the Emir of Qatar in 1986, suddenly vanished from the secure royal vaults without explanation, triggering a quiet but urgent investigation spearheaded by Princess Catherine. The heirlooms were not just beautiful ornaments, but symbols of Diana's grace, dignity, and royal journey, pieces earmarked for Princess Charlotte as part of her inheritance and legacy. Their disappearance was not an administrative oversight or technical glitch, as there were no log entries, no authorized withdrawals, and no camera footage indicating removal. On June 18, 2025, while preparing items for a private exhibit dedicated to Charlotte, Catherine noticed that the two pieces were no longer in their designated vaults. Unwilling to alert the media or risk palace leaks, she immediately alerted senior staff, ordering a confidential search across Kensington Palace, Windsor Castle, and off-site storage in Norfolk. By mid-morning, the search yielded nothing, despite rigorous reviews of fingerprint-secured safes and access logs. Catherine, already suspicious, knew this was a targeted removal. Someone familiar with the system had deliberately taken them. William responded swiftly, ordering the lockdown of all remaining heirlooms and activating a royal audit protocol. Vault keys were reassigned, and a comprehensive inventory was launched to account for every piece Diana had ever worn. The silence around the situation was strategic, but tension was building. The missing heirlooms weren't just high-value items, they were promises to Charlotte, deeply personal legacies meant to embody her grandmother's spirit. Then came the bombshell. On June 20th, during a seemingly innocuous luncheon at Buckingham Palace attended by royals and senior aides, Catherine saw Camilla's daughter, Laura Lopes, walk in wearing earrings that made her heart stop. 3-tiered pearl drops with diamond threading that perfectly matched the missing Qatar earrings. Calm but precise, Catherine requested a visual match from the jewelry archive. Within minutes, it was confirmed beyond doubt. These were Diana's original earrings. In front of more than 30 guests, Catherine confronted Laura, asking coldly,
"What are you wearing?"
Laura nervously replied they were a gift from Mother, pointing to Camilla. Camilla turned pale. Moments later, William arrived, having been alerted via private security. Catherine didn't hesitate. She told Camilla directly,
"Those belong to Charlotte."
A palace gemologist arrived by 1 p.m. to examine the earrings under magnification, confirming the serial code, clasp structure, and pearl alignment were exact matches to Diana's originals. The situation escalated rapidly, from suspicion to confirmed theft. In a matter of hours, the palace was thrown into quiet chaos. Laura Lopes offered a weak defense, claiming the earrings had been purchased by Camilla at a private auction in 2012. Yet, no documentation, receipt, or auction house details could be produced. When royal archivists scoured all auction records from 2010 to 2020, including major houses like Sotheby's and Bonhams, no match could be found. The cover story fell apart entirely when security logs revealed that on April 9th, 2025, Camilla had entered the secured jewelry vault unaccompanied, without formal clearance, under the pretense of heritage research for a tour that didn't even exist. This damning evidence left little room for doubt. In a private meeting that evening, William called it for what it was. That's not an error, that's theft. He rejected all suggestions by Charles's aides to handle it quietly. Catherine stood by him, stating firmly that failure to act would send the message that Diana's legacy and Charlotte's future were disposable. The Times broke the story on June 23rd with a bombshell headline: Queen's family linked to missing Diana jewels, confirming that the missing items were intended for Princess Charlotte. Public outrage exploded. The palace's official social media channels were overwhelmed with backlash. One widely shared comment said, "You didn't just steal earrings, you stole from Diana's granddaughter." As public sentiment turned sharply against Camilla, William took decisive action. On June 24, 2025, he submitted a confidential directive revoking Camilla's access to all ceremonial planning, historical wardrobe management, and heirloom archives. She was effectively removed from any role related to Diana's legacy. Palace staff were discreetly informed that Camilla was no longer welcome in Kensington Palace's private residences. Though still technically queen consort, her functional power was wiped out overnight. Her security clearance was downgraded, and she was notably absent from the annual heirloom strategy session at Sandringham for the first time in 2 decades. There was no public announcement, no formal apology, just a quiet but total exile. The symbolism was unmistakable. Catherine remained silent throughout, focusing instead on Charlotte's education, upcoming summer events, and personal charity engagements. Meanwhile, memes of Camilla dragging suitcases out of palace gates circulated online. Hashtags like "thrown out" and "not your crown" went viral. The public didn't see this as royal drama. They saw it as justice for Diana. What made the scandal even more shocking was the resurfacing of Camilla's dark past. Old scandals that had been buried for decades came roaring back. Her affair with Charles during Diana's marriage, the infamous Tampongate tapes of 1993, and previous unrecorded entries into Windsor's storage in 2017, 2019, and 2021. Though no items were previously reported missing, the pattern now appeared unmistakable. Senior palace aides, speaking anonymously, admitted they had long harbored concerns about Camilla's quiet entitlement. In stark contrast stood Catherine, who never once requested jewels for herself and always deferred public credit. As Camilla's image unraveled under the weight of a few pearls, Catherine's public approval soared. Polling from YouGov showed her approval rate skyrocketing to 82%, the highest since her marriage to William in 2011, while Camilla's plummeted below 29%, her lowest since 2010. The palace didn't issue a formal statement, but they didn't have to. The people had already chosen a side. On July 1st, 2025, Catherine made her next move, in silence. In a private, unpublicized ceremony deep within Kensington Palace, she personally oversaw the relocking of Diana's remaining heirlooms. The vault was upgraded to biometric security with dual access permissions, held only by Catherine and a trusted steward appointed for Charlotte. No one else, not even William, had direct access. Catherine left a handwritten note inside. For Charlotte, love, Mommy. That moment solidified her not just as a royal figure, but as the protector of Diana's enduring memory. The gesture wasn't performative. It was deeply symbolic, a quiet declaration that Diana's legacy now belonged to Charlotte and no one else. The monarchy's moral center had clearly shifted. Aides from Clarence House began requesting reassignment to Kensington. Staff morale tilted toward the Wales family. In the public eye, Catherine wasn't just the Duchess of Cambridge. She was now the spiritual heir to Diana herself. But William wasn't finished. On July 4th, he formalized a sweeping policy change. All non-Wales family members, including Camilla and Laura Lopes, were permanently blacklisted from accessing the royal jewelry and wardrobe archives. Diana's belongings were officially protected by written policy. At a private meeting with King Charles, William reportedly declared, "If you won't defend her legacy, I will." The king, reportedly stunned and increasingly isolated, canceled 2 upcoming joint appearances with Camilla. Behind palace walls, the fracture was undeniable. Meanwhile, a new task force was formed to track, preserve, and secure every piece ever worn by Diana. Thousands of letters poured in from around the Commonwealth, many addressed to Princess Charlotte. One elderly woman from Canada wrote, "Diana would be proud of your mommy." The world was watching as the monarchy redefined itself, not through spectacle or tradition, but through integrity. By July 7th, 2025, public opinion had crystallized. Camilla was no longer just disgraced. She was effectively erased. Commentators around Europe dubbed it the swiftest collapse of royal credibility in modern history. BBC's Newsnight aired a segment titled "Legacy Reclaimed: The Catherine Effect." Even journalists asked the pointed question, can you lose a crown you were never meant to wear? Catherine, meanwhile, was photographed quietly attending a children's charity event with Charlotte. No jewels, no titles, just grace. That single image said more than any statement. Diana's legacy hadn't vanished. It was walking beside her granddaughter, finally protected, finally honored. Camilla's downfall wasn't orchestrated. It was earned. And the monarchy didn't protect her. The people didn't forgive her. In the end, Catherine didn't need to seek a crown because she'd already been crowned in the only court that mattered, the court of public trust. The heirlooms were never just jewelry. They were memory, dignity, and lineage. Camilla tried to rewrite history and lost her place in it. Catherine stood her ground without theatrics, without retaliation, and without noise, just quiet strength and legacy. Now the world knows who truly carries Diana's torch, and it isn't the one who married into power. It's the one who earned it through honor.